It's World First Aid Day 2020, celebrated annually to raise awareness on the importance of first aid training in preventing injuries and saving lives. The International Federation of the Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies believe that first aid should be accessible to all, including the most vulnerable, and should also be an integral part of a wider developmental approach. In Nigeria, the Federal Road Safety Corps in Lagos chapter, for instance, is also giving out first responder training to commemorate the day. But what is this World First Aid Day about? So let's start with Mr. Olusegun Ogungbemide, Sector Commander, FRC Lagos. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Tell us quickly, before we bring in your partner, what is this day about?
The celebration of another opportunity of first aid as it assists in alleviating pains and reducing death, not just on the road, in all disaster and crisis. So on every Saturday, second Saturday of every September, worldwide First Aid Day is being celebrated. And why we are appreciating it in Federal Road Safety Corps is because of its importance to what we do in the course of our day-to-day activities. You agree with me that when we say we lost 1.3 million people annually, you can imagine with intervention of first aid, the number of people that we will have saved. Why it is germane to us is because in the United Nations 5 pillars, the post-crash response, that's post-crash care, play a major role. That because of vulnerability of man, we cannot stop crashes from happening. But the quick intervention is what is germane. We talk about training this year. Getting to the scene of a crash under 1 minute is not the issue. But of what relevance are you when you get to the scene at the appropriate time?
There was an incident recently in Lagos, the helicopter crash around Okpebe area. The first responders were not official, were not government officials,
security agencies.
No, it was the people that are living around there.
Yes.
And they got there and brought out 2 people.
Thank you.
Albeit one later died in the hospital. But one of those guys that helped says the 2 people they brought out, the one of them that died actually were breathing.
Exactly.
Albeit one just breathed for a few minutes and then passed on while the other was rushed to the hospital. Could it have been any different if they had first aid training?
That's exactly why we are commemorating the year with training for our first responders. People were actually at the scene, but of what relevance were they? Some were there to snap, some were there to just shout and spectate. But the man that is relevant to that scene is the man that has something to offer. We have more than 50 of our first responders in the office now undergoing training to commemorate today. Because we believe that if you get to the scene and you cannot offer anything, even as a responder, you are of no use.
How quickly can we get this training to everybody? Everybody should be trained in first aid.
Everybody should be trained. The moment the COVID-19 is down, we are extending this to virtually all the schools in Lagos State. Before the end of the month, we are already recruiting about 500 human ambulances that are going to be trained, fortified with first aid box by virtue of the support of our partner with first aid boxes, that anywhere there's a crash, that man that is standing beside you is fortified with first aid to give attention, first aid attention to that victim, so that we can alleviate pains of the victim and also keep people from dying. Because our strategic goal for this year, number 1 strategic goal of FRC for this year is to minimize the rate of fatality in crashes.
Thank you.
That's the essence of the reason why we are commemorating this year with training of the first responders.
Thank you very much, Mr. Olusegun Ogungbemide, Sector Commander, FRC Lagos Command. Thank you very much. We also need first aid training in the homes.
Sure.
Thank you.
You can be sure of that.
Thank you. And that is our show for today. We really want to thank you for letting us be a part of your morning. Remember, you can be all that you want to be. You can be the change that you desire. And you can also learn first aid because we all need it. We need safety and health in our homes and in our environment everywhere we go. So go out there, be the best you can be. Love your neighbor, love yourself, and stay safe. Do not let yourself be the problem, be the solution. God bless you and enjoy the rest of your day. I'm Neo Taigbe. Bye.